Good morning, Guardians. The Hijabi Gamer here, and as always, the week has flown by and it is already Friday. Excuse me, sorry about that. And I did it this time. I scheduled everything correctly. I still have to walk to work, but I fit it in my schedule. So here we are. Here's your weekly update on the state of Xur. We are in the tower, in Original Destiny, as you can see, the original tower. Thank you very much. The usual reminder, this is Original Destiny, so he's only in the tower for 48 hours. He arrives in the tower around 5 a.m. That's New York time, because New Jersey's the big secret we don't talk about. So New York time, he arrives Friday, 5 a.m., and he is gone by Sunday, 5 a.m. So you have 48 hours, and he has some okay stuff. New stuff, not exactly new stuff, but stuff he hasn't carried for a while. So stuff that I would recommend. I haven't looked at the armor yet. As I said, I always look at the weapons so I can pick them up from my vault. And it's not that difficult. Oh, we have a dude over here who did the nightfall. That's how you know. When you see the flames around a person's head, that means they did the nightfall. You get a bonus XP for the week if you do that. Anyway, you're heading towards the Vanguard. But he is before the Vanguard. He's by here. Those remind me of Dunkin' Donuts coffee thingies, but that's probably like fuel. Amalan is a weapons company, but those thingies look like fluid. It's a liquid thingy. Anyway, let's see what he's got. So, first off, I have not yet looked at anything else. Oh, he's got a good one for the hunters, though. Anyway, let's see. So first off, he's got Suros Regime and Basilisk's Glory. Suros Regime is one of my favorite guns in the game, at least for a while. There was a time where I only used Suros Regime and people thought I was nuts because I used it in Crucible, and I actually got kills with it because I find it easier to use the same gun. Excuse me. I actually find it easier to use the same gun that I use in PvE in PvP because you get used to the feel for the gun. And since I played so much PvE and I use Suros Regime so much, anyway. So you got Basilisk's Glory, which is my favorite ornament as well. See, I can't, when you have the weapon bundles, like I said, you gotta go. I have to get it from my vault, so I already have everything. Anyway, so Basilisk's Glory is this ornament here. Okay, it's pretty cool. I like that ornament. Suros Regime itself, there's nothing really remarkable about it. The main reason I liked Suros Regime is because of the rate of fire impact. So it has a high rate of fire, but it doesn't have a ridiculously low impact. That's why I really like Suros Regime. It also sounds pretty cool, but that's why I primarily like Suros Regime. It also has, so it's a kinetic weapon. So one of the other things it has, and this is why I think there's a machine gun that has something similar. So it has, this perk is known for Suros Regime. It has spinning up. The longer this weapon is fired, the faster it fires. Or you can go with focused fire. Right? When zoomed, this weapon fires slower, but causes additional damage. So it has you can see the difference in the range. It suddenly develops a higher range because it says it fires slower, but it causes damage, and the higher the range, So that's known for Suros Regime, and then it has Suros Legacy. The bottom half of each magazine deals bonus damage and has a chance to return health on kill, which it does. You'd be surprised. I was using Suros Regime while doing Challenge of the Elders and switched to a different weapon and noticed the difference. So your health does regenerate. It does bonus damage and so it's 5:30. Alright, it's 5:30 right now. So it does make a difference. It's not the same as Red Death. If you want a weapon that will return health on kill efficiently, go with Red Death. But this is like a perk. It helps out if you're doing something really difficult. As I said, the reason I really like Suros Regime is because of the rate of fire versus impact. However, when I did finally pick up Genesis Chain, which is a Wrath of the Machine raid legendary weapon, then I switched to that because the rate of fire is similar with Genesis Chain. See, high rate of fire, but not a really like a decent impact as well. It's got this weapon does bonus damage against fallen, when the bonus agility when this weapon is equipped. So when focus fires, active precision kills cause the target to explode. So I love this weapon. Absolutely love this. So this is Genesis Chain. I picked it up with Wrath of the Machine raids. You know what? I would love to do some raids. I think I'm on Xbox, and I need to do raids on Xbox, especially a Vault of Glass, so I can get No Time to Explain. But I'm on PlayStation as well, so I'd like to do either or. But I usually live stream at least on Saturday. I'm trying to get back into Sundays, but I had surgery 2 weeks ago, so things have been a little meh. But yeah. So things should be getting back on schedule now. As yeah. But yeah. Anyway, that's why I use Genesis Chain, because now it opens up the legendary slot. But I do like Suros Regime, and as I said, I always recommend you pick up all of the exotics, simply because first off you get the blueprint, so you permanently have it unlocked, so you can pick it up whenever you want. But also it adds to your Grimoire score. I did anyway. I got the stag. I did. Anyway, that's fine. All right. Next, we have the Monte Carlo and the Super Spy. So the Monte Carlo is this. Super Spy is this ornament right here. This is Super Spy. Now, I like the Monte Carlo. Now, the Monte Carlo has bonus accuracy while firing from the hip. Honestly, I don't do a lot of firing from the hip in Destiny. I do it primarily in Warframe. I don't know. I feel it's different. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Is there a difference between firing from the hip or aiming down sights with Destiny? Warframe, I do it all the time. I've gotten used to it. It feels different because Warframe is third person, and the parkour, a big focus of Warframe is moving fast. So then we have Monte Carlo method. This is why I like the Monte Carlo. Dealing damage with this weapon reduces your melee cooldown and grants a chance to fully charge your melee ability with each kill. I did get the Monte Carlo in Destiny 2, which is the same. The reason I like the Monte Carlo, I use the Monte Carlo when I'm running Challenge of the Elders solo as a hunter, because the hunter has an advantage in Challenge of the Elders, alright? I've already pointed this out multiple times. It's called Knife Juggler. So precision kills with throwing knife immediately resets its cooldown. Now, something a lot of people don't know is the throwing knife is considered a precision kill and a melee kill at the same time. So if you get a precision kill with your throwing knife, you get the points in Challenge of the Elders. You get twice as many points. You get the precision kill points and the melee kill points, which equals whatever the bonus is for that week. So let's say you get a really sucky bonus points one for hunters, like bonus points for super kills, which absolutely sucks for a hunter, because it's not like we have crowd killing supers, really. This will work instead. So you can get your 3 kills or whatever you want with your super, but then this gives you the exact same points as whatever's the bonus. So that's why. So the great thing about Monte Carlo is if you happen to miss, this will give you a chance to quickly get your throwing knife back. However, better you don't miss, because every precision kill you can just stand there with your throwing knife and fling throwing knife and get precision kill after precision kill, get all those bonus points with it. Now, what's even better is if there's a precision kill bonus or a melee kill bonus, then it's just awesome. But that's why I'm a big fan of the Monte Carlo. It's because of the hunter throwing knife and knife juggler, so that's why. But it's a good gun to have. As I said, pick everything up. It's good to have everything. Next we have Monte Carlo by itself. So if you don't want the ornament, you can just get Monte Carlo. I highly recommend it. Right. So just like I said, at the very least, just pick it up for the Grimoire score and the blueprint, because you never know. You might be doing something as someone, you might be running Challenge of the Elders, and the person you're with is like, do you have Monte Carlo? Because it'll make life easier. And you just pick it up from the tower, from the kiosk. I'll show you where the kiosks are. Anyway, now we go to the armor. So I can tell you already, the hunter's probably going to get first place, because I could see the exotic for the hunter, and that is just one of the best exotics for the hunter. If you don't have this, you need it. But for the Titan, we have Immolation Fists. Unlocks the Sunbreaker subclass node. Explosive pyre for free. Enemies brought down by your hammer explode, chaining fiery solar damage to other enemies. Oh, shoot, that sounds ridiculously awesome. So unlocks the Sunbreaker subclass node Explosive Pyre for free. To me, that is a cop-out. I hate this kind of perk because you can't. It doesn't unlock it unless you're using that subclass. So, for example, I've pointed out getting evade or shade step with what is it called? It's I have it. This one here. Graviton forfeit grants shade step. However, it only grants shade step if you're running Night Stalker. So it's like, oh joy. It would be much cooler if it granted shade step on whatever class you were running. Now, I'm no expert on Titans, but I suspect that it only unlocks the explosive pyre subclass if you're running Sunbreaker. It would be a lot cooler if you suddenly had explosive pyre and you're running different subclasses like Void or Arc. So, I'm a big fan of that. However, enemies brought down by your hammer explode, chaining fiery solar damage to other enemies. Yeah, that's awesome. The only reason I play Solar Hunter is because, not Solar Hunter, Solar Titan is because flames of flaming awesomeness. I even like how they describe it. It's like chaining fiery solar damage. Just awesome. So I might have to give it to Immolation Fist. So I have to say the Hunter has a really, really good one as well. So the Hunter has one of my favorite exotics for the Hunter. I usually am running this one. It's called the Celestial Nighthawk. All right. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Don't care. That's not the big issue, though it does look pretty cool. It does not break the Corpus Helmet rule. Just like, okay, it doesn't break the Corpus Helmet rule, so that's good. Looks okay. I mean, birds are cat food with wings, so So, big game. Golden Gun fires one shot, okay? Delivering 6 times the damage while granting keyhole for overpenetration. So, instead of shooting 3 shots with your Golden Gun, you shoot 1 single shot with the power of 6. So, it's basically as if you were to shoot your Golden Gun 6 times instead of 3 into a single target, and it has overpenetration. This is great if you are going up against bosses, which, since I'm usually soloing stuff, all right, this is great if you're going up against the Nightfall boss, if you're going up against Challenge of the Elders. So I use Celestial Nighthawk a lot. Celestial Nighthawk is also great if you are running Crota's End. I will be honest, I have never beaten Crota. Well, not me personally. I've never, I don't know exactly how you beat Crota. I know there's swords involved. The reason is because my job, whenever we did Crota's End, I had one job, and because I did it so well, now keep in mind, it's been several years, so I don't remember how I did it, because there's an exact timing with the Oversoul. And if you shoot it with the Golden Gun, if you have Celestial Nighthawk equipped, and you shoot the Oversoul with Golden Gun, all right, you only get 1 Oversoul, and it's just a 1-shot kill. So my job, whenever we did Crota's End, because I was the only one who had Celestial Nighthawk, I was the only one running Hunter sometimes, was to deal with the Oversoul. So I have actually never picked up a sword and gone after Crota, which was a big shock when Destiny 2 brought that whole Shadow Keep, and I didn't know how to do anything with Crota. So I know that there's swords involved, but this is great for Crota's End. It's great, like I said, for bosses. It's especially if you have Solar Burn that week, this thing melts whatever you're dealing with. It's just an awesome exotic. So while I originally was planning on putting this as number 1, the Titan one kind of won me over. So this is number 2. Warlocks, even without seeing it, I know you suck because you're Warlocks. Sorry, Warlocks. I like Warlocks. Self-res is awesome, but you can't beat those two. Come on. Skull of Dire Ahamkara. Do I think this is breaking the Corpus Helmet rule? You know what? I'm on the edge here. I'm going to go with yes. First off, it's butt ugly. Okay? I'm sorry, Warlocks, but it is ugly. Alright? Second of all, alright, what we got? Take reduced damage while using Nova Bomb. Improved energy drain abilities. Yeah, that sounds like something Ikora Ray would create. Boring, dull, useful, but boring and dull. Sorry, Ikora. You're boring. You are the amazing cure for insomnia. That's why everybody loves you. I bet you like Cade and Zavala will walk in and be like, hey, Ikora, are you meeting with the Warlocks? And she'll be like, yes, we are about to have a spiritual moment discussing the Traveler speaking to us Nessus. And I'm like, great. And the two of them sit down in the back, and within 5 minutes, they're sound asleep. She's telling him, and remember, this is the first place, the last place the traveler's light touched before it went over Earth and stood atop of this last safe city. And then she probably starts crying about, but it's not the whiny girl like that. It's more the silent tears ran down her face as she remembered the tragic sacrifice of the traveler made for humanity. She looked sadly up in the direction of the traveler as tears ran down her face, and all the other warlocks are looking at each other like, is she okay? Was she there when it happened? She probably was. Because, I mean, when you really think about it, it's kind of fascinating because Guardians, most of us Guardians, right? We don't know anything about the Golden Age. We don't know sacrifice. We don't know anything about the Traveler except what everybody tells you. So I personally, up until recently, my Guardian's loyalty was to Ghost. It's like, and then they brought us the Ghost, and then he brought us. It's like those silent tears with just like every now and then break in her voice, and everyone's like just looking like, I should have been a hunter. I should have been a hunter. So yeah, this one is nah. This is number 3. Celestial Nighthawk is decent. If you're a hunter, you absolutely need it. Just pick up everything. Alright? Alright. Lycora, I'm sorry, but you are a lot of fun to make fun of. And then you have the usual curios, as always. I mean, one can never have enough heavy ammo since I live stream on Saturdays, and I usually try to pick up enough legacy strange coins to get the legacy engram. One shortcut way to do that is to do the weaponsmith test. Just check me out on Saturdays. I live stream every Saturday. I'm trying to get back into Sundays. Like I said, I had a medical thing 2 weeks ago, and it kind of is wearing me out. I'm noticing it's getting better, but I was like, I'd get tired after. Anyway, the kiosks are over by the Vanguard. So if you once you unlock the unlock for the blueprints, you can pick up any weapons. Pick up any weapons from over here. All right. So any one of these I haven't unlocked, but any one of these I have unlocked. So I'm able to pick them up. I just don't have enough space. Exotic shard. He sells exotic shards. Glimmers. 320. If you can infuse a legendary into an exotic, but you need another exotic shard. They're easy to get after a while. I have got like, how many do I have? 12 of them. Yeah. Then over here you have armor. It's based on whatever class you're playing. So right now I'm playing Hunter. So all I see is the Hunter ones. As you can see, I have unlocked. This is year 2. This is all year 1. I do not have any of these, but I have all of year 2 ones. So I have all of those unlocked. They're great to pick up. Anyway, yes. There's the Vanguard. There's Ikora. Hi, Ikora. You're boring, woman. I find it fascinating, all the books. Because anyway. Zavala's okay too. I mean, he has a kind of monotone to him. The only really fun Vanguard is Cade.
What's the latest, Guardian?
Cade. See, this is why. Look, the last thing. Let me put it this way. All right, I did not understand how joining different factions worked in original Destiny when I first started. I didn't join either Dead Orbit, Future War Cult, or a New Monarchy until I was like level 40, because my loyalty was to Cade. And I was like, well, if I join one of those, then they'll think my loyalty is not to Cade, because Cade is awesome. When they did the faction things, you don't remember when they did the faction stuff in original Destiny 2? I would always never choose a faction because I was Vanguard all the way. And so I would just buy the weapon. It was like 500,000 or some ridiculous amount to buy. I think it was 500,000. No, the maximum is 200,000. That must have been 50,000 to buy the weapon that they were selling, because I never joined any one of the factions. So I would just run around. I would participate, but I think you got generic coins. I can't remember what you got if you're just generic, because Cade 6 all the way. So anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, I will be live streaming on Saturday. I might be live streaming on Sunday, and I might try to get into some live streams during the week. Now that things are starting to get, I'm starting to get my energy back. Anyway, hope to see you there. and or around the tower. Like I said, I am on Xbox. I am on PlayStation. I've been playing Stellar Blade. I also have a PS5. So I have a PS5, a PS4, and an Xbox Series X, and a Nintendo Switch, and a PC because reasons. And I hope to see you in the tower.